My background, I'm a chemical engineer. I studied back in Mexico about 10 years ago. I finished. I then came to Europe to study my master's degree, first in Spain, and then I came to the UK. And my main professional background is in environmental, volunteering, conservation, renewable energy. For me, the thing that helped me the most was to have a mentor when I was quite young. So while I was studying, I was working at the same time, part-time, and I got to meet a lot of, professional young women that were working with me, and they defined a lot, what career I was going to follow in the future, and also the fact that I had access to scholarships. For me, that was, key for my professional development, basically. Well, in terms of opportunities, as I said, that I've had in my career, it has had a lot to do with access to, support with my education. I've been really lucky to have had quite a few scholarships, on the course of my career. So obviously, some, people have trusted my skills and my background, my preparation to get these. In terms of threats, I guess it would be trying to prove yourself as a professional young woman. Sadly, it's something that still happens in the UK and in the world, that a woman has to prove herself, in a male-dominated environment, in engineering specifically, where I work. And being a Latin American young woman in the UK has been a bit challenging, but, it's something that, you just have to deal with. In terms of problems I've had to be where I am today, it's mainly had to do with, fighting for what you want and just not giving up. And I haven't had very serious problems. One of the main challenges I would call is, to be far away from my family, to be far away from, my childhood friends. But in terms of an actual problem, fortunately, I haven't had any serious ones. My main source of inspiration, because I work for environment, has always been to preserve. It sounds a bit, idealistic, but it's to have a kind of sustainable future, and a fair future. And what gave me inspiration when I started my career was that I had the opportunity to work in a sort of volunteering conservation program in the south of Mexico. And that opened my eyes a lot in the way that, people live in different levels of society, and in, what kind of access you have to either, education, environmental services and anything else. And for me, that's always been sort of my point of inspiration, to know that the work that I'm doing, no matter if it's for, public bodies, if it's for private consultancy, if it's for voluntary sector, the work that I'm doing is going to have, a positive impact in, in life and in environment and in people. So that's sort of the inspiration kind of thing. Yeah, I have this phrase I tend to use a lot. I put it in my email signature, and it's a phrase I heard in this film called Lost in Translation. And it says, the more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you. So that's kind of my motto. Well, my advice to women who want to, develop their career or start their own business or start their own idea is, first of all, to not give up, because you have to face a lot of challenges. You have to face rejection a lot of times, and you can't let that bring you down. You have to, keep strong, get, focus of what you want, and particularly network